Hello and welcome to this short video on static stretches for golf. These are to be performed after you've played your round of golf, really focusing on the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings and the quads. The first stretch we're going to do is the quad stretch. You can take a golf club and you can use it for your balance. So we take our foot behind us and we put our knees together. Now here we're going to tuck the tummy in. Now as you tuck the tummy in, you will feel that that stretch gets really enhanced. Also tuck the tailbone under and then hold that stretch for about 10 seconds. And then we can repeat to the other side. I'll show you side on. So we are holding our golf club and we just grab our foot, knees together, tuck the tummy in, lengthen up from the head and the neck, shoulders down, and just pull that foot towards your bottom. Tuck the tailbone under, and then you can feel that stretch. And then we can hold it for a couple of inhales and exhales. And that's a great stretch to get started. So we're going to move into a hip flexor stretch. This is going to be performed on the mat. We're just going to kneel down. We want our supporting leg at 90 degrees and we want our back leg at 90 degrees as well. We can tuck the tailbone under, and as we perform that movement, suddenly the hip flexor gets into a stretch. We tuck our tummy in, lengthen up from our shoulders and our neck and our head, and just lengthen up. And then we should be feeling this stretch. This one can also be performed into a lunge. So we can put our foot slightly forward and then we just lunge forward. And then we feel that stretch. From here, if we go back into that previous position, we can stretch up our arm to the sky and then we stretch over. And at this point, we can allow our ribs just to open up here and we can feel this stretch right from the hip flexor into the hip and up the side. And then we can repeat on the other side. We just tuck the tailbone under to get that stretch into that hip flexor, shoulders down and head and neck lengthened. If you wanted to perform the lunge, you can do that as well. But otherwise, just lengthen up that arm to the sky and then stretch over. Feeling this lovely stretch right from the bottom of the hip up into the ribs. And then hold for 10 and then lower. So we're going to go down onto the mat into our hamstring stretch. This is a static stretch which you would do after your round of golf. So we leave one leg on the mat and then we raise one leg up to the sky and then pull the toe down. And you should feel that really at the back of the leg. And then if that's uncomfortable, then just keep the foot towards the sky, but to get that extra stretch, pull the toe forward. You can grab back onto the back of your thigh and just draw the leg in towards you. You want to make sure that your back is in neutral. So you feel like you've got that little gap under your back. Take a few inhales and exhales and hold for 10. Now we can add a band. So I'll do the other leg. We can add the band and point the foot to the sky and just use the band to help you pull that toe forward. And we feel a lovely stretch in the back of our leg. If you can, keep the leg as straight as possible, even if it means just not having such a big range of motion. We can do it from here. And then gradually you take an inhale and exhale and just draw it towards you a little bit more. and then we relax. The next one is the piriformis stretch. This gives you relief from any stiffness that you've got in your back. You're going to have your leg down and then you bring your knee towards you. Now you grab hold of your shin, turn your leg in, and with this knee, you want this drawing towards your navel and towards the middle of your chest. I'm just going to draw it towards the opposite shoulder. And then we should release some tension in our back here. And then we do the other side. Grab hold of the shin, draw it forward. Use this hand to just push it towards the middle, towards your navel, and towards the opposite shoulder. Now from here, we can lift up the knees, so the knees are pointing to the ceiling, and we put the ankle onto our knee, and then we grab the middle, go through the hole and pull that thigh towards our chest. So this is getting a glute stretch. This can be done with your head on the mat, or if you feel comfortable, you can bring your head up. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, and you should really feel that stretch in the back of your glutes. And then we switch to the other side and draw that knee towards us. Inhale and then exhale. As you exhale, you can draw your thigh towards your chest even more and get even more of a stretch. And then lower back down. And then we can get into our sitting position. So in our sitting position, we just clasp our hands and we turn them away from us, and we just do a very small roll down. So we roll down, push the hands away, and then lengthen up, and then take the arms to the side, and then we can do that once again. And exhale down. Well, I hope you've found those stretches useful. They will really help in your maintenance program for your golf and if you're on a Pilates journey as well. Thank you very much.